sports fans? Good Saturday to you all. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I have to go back to work on Monday after a 2-week break. I'm sad. That's why I need your help so I can turn sports media into a full-time job. So do me a huge favor and be kind and hit the subscribe button. Hope all is well. The Jimmy Butler era is reaching its ugly end with the Miami Heat. The Jimmy Butler Miami Heat saga is shaping up to be a nasty divorce. Here's what it is with this whole Jimmy Butler thing. I think we've seen the last of him in Miami. This whole thing's been over. And, it's time to send him packing. Good riddance. You can't possibly make it work with somebody who is unhappy. And I think a 7-game suspension brings all of this to the surface, that Jimmy Butler has been disgruntled for a long time now, that it has destroyed the Heat culture. I'm just being real with you guys. If the season wasn't already on life support, it most definitely is now. And again, it appears Jimmy Butler has played his last game with the Miami Heat. Butler's time in Miami is over. This feels like a masterclass on how to ruin your reputation as an NBA player who will sabotage himself because he can't check his ego. And I can't imagine him still on the roster after the 7-game suspension. I think he'll be traded real soon and on another team. I keep saying this to myself. Does Jimmy really know who he is messing with? You're messing with the wrong person. You want to talk about a guy who doesn't take any nonsense from anybody? And I know this about Pat Riley. He's not going to put up with anybody's drama. I don't care if you're the star player on the team. He's saying, hey, hold up. Hey, wait a minute. You don't run things around here. I do. This is my franchise. I call the shots. I run the show. And if you don't want to be here, then there's the door. You can say Jimmy Butler deserves and has earned his money. Now, I think he went about it the wrong way and mishandled this the wrong way. The lack of effort and not giving a rat's ass attitude is selfish and childish behavior, and quite frankly, embarrassing on his part. No competitive desire. And then Pat Riley, you're bringing up Pat Riley. I get him not wanting to give him the max extension. And look, man, I'm telling you this right now, and I mean everything I say. Jimmy Butler has checked out. When you have a star player whose body language on the court is not hard to notice, and when he's speaking into a microphone, bitching about not having joy on the court, he's checked out. He's mentally and physically checked out. You got to trade him at that point, because he's going to continue to bring that negative energy, and all that does is create a toxic environment and kills the motivating spirit of the team. At some point, we got to look at this and say he's the cancer. He's the troublemaker. He's the problem child. He's the diva. I can't defend him. I can't defend this man. That is where I am at on this when it comes to Jimmy Butler. Yes, I'm painting him as the bad guy and not this innocent guy that a lot of people say he is. He's far from it. When are we going to look at him and say, you know what? He's the problem. How many teams does he need to go to? How many times does this need to happen where he goes from team to team? Suddenly he's unhappy. How many teams does he have to play for before we realize he's the problem? Every stop along the way has ended with Jimmy Butler making it all about him. Same exact behavior with every team he goes to. I have my questions. I have more questions than answers about Jimmy Butler. If I just take this year and what has transpired here in recent weeks, he has let it be known that he can't be trusted because the minute something isn't going his way, he pouts. He's all of a sudden a different player who quits on his team, doesn't play as hard as he has, and now you have a player who wants out. I can't. I just can't. His pettiness and bad vibes are destroying the team. And if we know one thing about the Miami Heat, they're a franchise known for culture and togetherness. And he has them in shambles. The whining and crying about the organization, the fact that you, on almost every possession, are refusing on-ball actions and sitting in the corner. You're literally camping out in the corner. I know Pat Riley is not going to put up with this. You don't want to get on Riley's bad side. He is old school. He doesn't play that. If Pat Riley was ever going to pay him, he's certainly not going to pay him now. Like, there's no way you're going to pull something like this when Pat Riley is the boss. And one guy that's not going to take anyone's bullshit is Pat Riley. Jimmy can be mad all he wants. Pat is not paying a player who is 35 years old. He didn't pay Dwayne Wade past his prime. And that's what this is about, Jimmy not getting paid. This team is a mess. Messy is not the name of Pat Riley's game. It's not the name of the game for Pat Riley. I feel like we have a guy saying, you know what? This is it, Jimmy. I don't want this headache. And I certainly don't need your drama. And I'm not going to deal with it. So we'll give you what you want. We'll trade you. I'm really good with that. Good riddance. I highly doubt we'll see Butler in a Heat uniform ever again. You can't bring him back in that locker room after what he said at the press conference the other night. This should be a no-brainer for everybody that he never suits up for the Heat again. Believe me when I say he's traded before 7 games. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Teaching him a lesson is unnecessary. Just trade the man and be done with it. And it's a pretty good idea to shut him down because you don't want him to get injured. So you shut him down to get the trade done. It was just, it's so bad. I mean, it's a lot of issues with Jimmy every single day. And everybody knows Butler is always pointing a finger and never holds himself accountable. Let him go and be happy someplace else until he grows frustrated there. And then it becomes a repeated cycle where he's suddenly whining, calling people out, and asking to be traded because he didn't get a new contract or because this didn't happen. As good of a player as he can be, Jimmy is poison for any team he plays with. He's a headache. And he's not mentally or physically there right now. Just let him go. You could see the frustration, and you can tell he clearly wants to be traded. And I think that he's been wanting out for a while. And now is the time to give him what he wants and go on about your day. It used to be where he would rise to the occasion. I think this season he has come up kind of, lacking a bit. There's a handful of games where he's not playing hard or not even trying to win games anymore. And you got folks on the other side of this saying Jimmy balled hard for this team, dropped 50 points in the NBA Finals, carried a team with no true co-star, and that he has the right to feel this way. I feel like more times than not, Jimmy wanted out of Miami. I mean, we can clearly see that now. It's a toxic relationship. It couldn't be more clear than this. that this is a broken relationship. And I think it's been a broken relationship for a long time now. Just let the man go on with his business. Let him go on with his day. It's time to trade him. You obviously outgrew him. He obviously doesn't want to be there anymore. So now's the time to just, you know what, say hell with it. I'll give you what you want, Jimmy. Bye-bye. Thank you for your services. Thank you for everything you did for your franchise. But we no longer need you at this point because clearly you're not happy here. So why would we hold on to a player who is unhappy and is not going to give it his all? It is not going to give 110% effort. At that point, you know, you got to say, hey, we're gonna trade you now. We don't want you anymore. Why would we want somebody that doesn't want to be here? So I think in the next few days, we will be hearing breaking news that Jimmy Butler has suddenly been traded to another team. I don't know where. You know, I'm hearing Golden State. Please stay away from the Lakers. Please. Whatever you do, don't bring them here. I'm hearing Golden State. You know, I think Golden State is like the number one destination for him right now. We'll see what happens, but I wouldn't want to touch this guy because I know he's going to do the same exact thing that he's done everywhere he's been. You know, but we'll see in the coming days where he'll end up. And we know that the Jimmy Butler era has officially come to an end in Miami. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Hope your day is treating you well. It is nice outside on my patio. That's where I'm at doing this video. But you guys take care now. You guys have a great day. And please, if you guys haven't already, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this video on TikTok, please follow me. Thank you guys. Talk to you guys again very soon. I'm checking out now.